We can just go ahead and start setting things up. We'll run 4 stacks. That should be good. All right, so for anybody that's going to ask, we're running Ironhorn's Guard Fists, Ice Queen's Cuirass. I moved over to these Mythic Chain Foot Guards just because they also have better perk rarity. And the ones I was running, where did I stick them? I've got a plan for that, about getting the Mythic perk for Assassin. I'm doing things a little bit differently these days. I've tested it a few times. It's worked pretty well. So it should hopefully work here, but we'll see in a second. I've taken these boots off for the better perk rarity on the chain foot guards. The only real reason we're running them. I love these boots, but man, that getting the poison to hit somebody for the dash is very, very specific in its window. Running this necklace for the crit damage, this for the health and extra root damage, and then these gloves for the attack speed on and the dodge actually. So what I am doing now to change things up a little bit to try to get the perk earlier is I'm only grabbing about like a couple points in Guardian and then focusing on the assassin tree. What that's doing is removing a lot of the perks from the assassin pool. Just throw them in basic attack for now. So since there aren't a bunch of extra duo perks, because I don't have a rank 2 and everything else, it makes it a little easier to get the mythic assassin perk. And then once I've got that, I can start branching out. Nope. We're going to grab the 2 points in Guardian we need so that we can get a little bit of early attack damage. Trying to think of what would be best here. Yeah, we'll grab those. And now we'll focus on the assassin tree. And yes, that does unlock duo perks for Guardian, but it's going to give us more attack damage, and it's also going to give us access to duel, which we need for the crit damage. Theoretically, and I've done this, so I guess it's not theoretical, but we can grab a single perk in other stuff. So if we find a slot machine, we can play it. We just can't take 2 of anything else. We can grab a bunch of Guardian stuff. It doesn't matter at this point. Oh, I picked up some random junk, didn't I? What did I pick up? Toss you. There we go. That's fine. We'll take the shuriken for now. Can't grab another key, huh? What did I pick up? Come on. There we go. Neither of those really matter right now. So we've got the shields coming on each round, each chamber. We've got a way of replenishing shields with our defense. grab our ultimate. We do have some room in a stack. Oh, okay. Now, in a run I did yesterday, I encountered an interesting issue, and I don't have that video up yet. But basically what happened was, I maxed out the assassin tree and started getting crit damage. And got my crit strike damage up to like 800, and each time I'd go over 750, next chamber would just drop back down to 750. So I don't know if it's because the crit damage skill is unfinished, like it doesn't have any actual UI to it. It just says, you know, crit damage, doesn't give you numbers or anything. So maybe it's not supposed to be doing that. The poison damage did keep scaling. Give me assassin. Single out's good. Grab it on offense this time. Okay, unless it's Guardian or Assassin, we save our bandages. Oh, I was like, how did it come out blue? Yeah, that makes sense. That's great for us. Reinforced hits is huge. We'll grab this one. But now we've got a way to taunt. That's great. We need that for duel. Yeah, we'll move on. Yeah, yes, I said earlier I can take one in each class without triggering duo perks, but if we're going to play a slot machine, like right here, then I'd rather keep those ones open so that we're wasting as little as possible. We can save the bandages for once we've gotten the mythic in the assassin tree. There we go. Back to basics is also fantastic. We're getting some good turnouts. Let's just hold off for a second. We want that. I'd rather have, what's it called? Close combat. But I guess this isn't bad for a single. Yeah, we take deadly venom. That's fine. We'll just take this one too. Dirty trick? Sure. Take this one. We won't take that one. And we'll just grab some stuff and go. The shop will be a little bit better for us since we have to be kind of specific. So I don't want to use up all my coins here. We've gotten a little bit out of this. I mean, well, we got quite a bit, actually. We got this up to 7 and this up to 7. How's it going? ESA. I'm sorry, I don't know what ESA means. Do we want the movement speed? We probably want the movement speed. Let's grab the movement speed. Oh, of course he moved out of the way. I hate that turn he does. Oh. What brand of talent, which talent is appropriate? So it really depends on your character and your items. So getting the assassin perk for Draskell, the mythic assassin perk, if you can pull that off, you're in a really good spot. So I've kind of tailored this run to try to get it early. And then I'll start branching out a little bit more. I don't want to go over one in anything other than assassin and guardian for right now. That's going to let me drain out all the perks in the assassin tree before the duos for each of these others are in the tree. So by doing that, I limit the pool. I have a better shot at getting the mythic. Now I can take one in each of those without triggering duos. And that's good. We'll grab that. We'll grab this. Don't really care about the ability power. Already grabbed a warlock, right? We could grab a mage, a priest, and a monk. If I'm gonna grab a priest, it's that one. Crit chance is good. I mean, that's a great one for mage too, to be honest. Okay. We're done here. We want the guardian. We grabbed the guardian early so that we could have the extra attack damage that comes from the Ironhorn's mythic weapon. Otherwise, it gets a little bit tiresome slow hitting enemies. Now we've diluted the pool a little bit, though. Here we go. Poison explosion is fantastic. We'll grab that. Yeah, there was a duo, but it's fine. Thank you. There's duel. So ego trip will have to wait. Duel is way more important. Duel gives us up to 200% extra crit chance from killing taunted enemies. We grabbed one thing that gave us taunt. Should be popping my shields too. But we're only on the first loop. There we go. did try doing just fully... How long did it take you to reach that set? I use the same class. I have 20 hours of playtime. To reach the set of items, like equipment, I've got close to 100 hours into the game. I think we grab Guardian and just finish it out here. No, we'll just stick to the plan. Dagger Mania is really good. Deadly Streak is too. I've got close to 100 hours into the game. I had a little over 100 hours in the demo. The game has changed a lot since the demo. I got lucky and got an Iron Horns. At level 9, I have 1,000 plus health. So I'll show you the items here in a second. But I can also build health just by letting them break my shields. Not a lot. And I get 150 health for each shield I have. I think it is. Yeah, for each armor plate gain 10 attack damage and 150 max health. So I have 4 armor plates, so I've got 600 extra health right now. We definitely do double perks, double ability power. So a lot of the problem you run into with Draskell is that he does very well in the mid game after you've built some crit or attack damage on him. But he tends to fall off late game because his ult doesn't hit as hard as everybody else's. And the reason for that is that everything just seems to scale better with ability power, because ability power can scale higher. I'm in trouble. There we go. So we need to be able to get into the different trees later to give him ability power, but we need to get that mythic assassin perk early, so that it's out of the way and we're not chasing it the rest of the game. Okay, everything's dead. I don't mind the extra dash. Makes sense. I'm not that skilled, so while I play, I can't grind at much high alarm level. Max third loop at 200 difficulty. So most of my mythics came from the level before the last one. If you can get to like the 4th loop of that, you'll get much better turnouts than you will at like levels 1 or 2. We're going to take this one just for getting our rank 10 in Guardian, which is going to give us a ton of attack damage. Yeah, our attack damage is up to 325 already. So don't be afraid to play it like a lower difficulty rating, man. You can still get plenty of stuff from it. I went here instead of the shop because we wouldn't be able to buy the mythic if it showed up. We also want to try to save what rerolls we can. So we're kind of getting to the point where if it gives us Guardian, we should probably just take the Guardian. Okay, that works. We really want Cold Blood. My English isn't very good. Could you make a video explaining which branches or talents you recommend focusing on? And something about the set? I would really appreciate it. Yeah, I can do that. So one of the things you got to consider is which character you're playing too. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to pick up Ironhorn and not think Guardian. And Guardian fits him very well. But the way you play definitely changes once you've got a mythic item or two. They're not all I said it in the beginning. Normally, I don't run these foot guards because it just gives you pull. But the only other foot guards I had that are worth anything are the ones that dash and poison an enemy you dash through. But the window is very small, and the mythics give you more stats, and this one has better perk rarity. So I'm not really running it for the pull mechanic. I'm running it for the better perk rarity and for the extra stats. So things change as you play. The double black coin is better. Yeah. Like once you get Ironhorn's Guard Fist, the mythic weapon, and I would argue there's probably no reason not to run that weapon on anybody. It's just too good. As long as you're willing to put a few points at least in the Guardian. Once you've got that Guardian, you know, you're just going to pick it every time. Whereas before you get that, it's not a whole lot of use on other characters. Already got one in Druid. We don't have one in Monk, and that's a good one. Okay. Do it one more time. I meant one more win. Yeah, okay. So we can't take one in anything else. Okay, that's fine. We'll grab the extra health. After this room, I need to stop and check where my rank 4 in Guardian is at. I'm pretty sure only 130 out of 1,000. Okay, hit me. Well, thank you. Thank you. We need to get our shields popped early before they're doing too much damage. That way we can farm up the HP. And there is still, I forget what it's called, but there's a perk in Guardian we want where killing stunned enemies can give us max HP up to 500. So we're going to need that too. But this is going to be a very quick fight here. There's not much to worry about. I have a feeling this will last probably 5 seconds or less. Well, maybe a little longer. There it goes. Robe of the Last Pope, a blue and some greens. I'm just picking everything up in case there's a bandage. And we'll go back around. Once we've done a couple loops, we'll probably continue on to the next stage, but you can get a lot stronger on this stage than you can over there. There's a bandage. Yeah, we'll just take both of these. That's fine. Now, ideally, what's our damage reduction at? 43%. We want damage reduction. Ideally, we get the mythic perk on this loop. And most of the times I've done it this way, the latest I've gotten it has been the second loop. So it will probably show up sometime on this go around, which would be good and start opening things up for us. We also need Giant Killer though, so we're not completely done with the assassin tree. I guess the next question is which one to focus on, and it's probably going to be Warrior, so that we can open up, well, I don't know. It'll probably be slot machines and luck of the draw, to be honest. Because there's a lot we need. Not really the one I want, but with our increased perk rarity, I think we take the epics when we see them and reduce the pool of epics and legendaries to try to force the mythic. Yeah, we're pretty strong for loop 2. It's It's okay. Nothing I'm worried about. Easy enough. Put it on our ultimate. Grab this. Grab this. There we go. Kind of tempted to reroll here. Yeah, that was worth it. Inhale fumes is better than ego trip for where we're at. I don't know if we've got much taunt online yet. We'll play this a couple times. But we're pretty limited right now. And we'll take that. That's assassin perk. Can't take that unless the mythic shows up. Well, we can take that. Defense throws a stunning hammer and stun now applies poison. That's actually really good for us. Just take the perk. We don't need to play around with the black coin more than we have to. Slot machines won't be real valuable until we track this mythic down again. We should be through most of the combos, though, the duos. That's fine. Especially since we're getting a legendary pretty frequently now. I've gotten mythics out of the slot machines a lot, so don't think you can't. $200 out of 1,000. Yeah, I gotta let him hit me. Maybe later you could create a game like that with, Gamer's Ant. We'll connect, play a game, and if you have any spare equipment, it would be greatly appreciated if it's not too much trouble. I do have a bunch of videos doing giveaways for mythics. I could probably spare some legendaries, but most of my mythics do go to the giveaways. Quick and easy. Pump up that max health for more damage. Still couldn't buy the mythic. Spent too many of the black coin. Mythics are 600 in the shop, in case you guys don't know. So if it showed up and we couldn't buy it, I'd be heartbroken. I mean, it'd still show up later. I had a run last night where I got the mythic assassin perk 5 times. The other 4 times it was just poison damage upgrades. Inventory's full. That's fine. Yeah, we're still dealing fairly ridiculous. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hit my shields. Okay. Is this going to be the one? It is not. This is good, and this is good. We'll take the crit chance. Dinner time, Jackpot. What are you doing? Well, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I bought those mostly just so we could... Oh, right. It's like a bunch of coins. See what was behind it. Okay, nothing we need. Double perks. If you've watched my videos, you know we're taking double perks when they show up. We need them popping our shields. Don't like all the dischargers going off, though. We'll just pop them on a later map. Everyone, pretty please like the stream and sub. Thanks, Jackpot, for the $2 and the kind words. Dagger barrage is huge. Dash dagger's fine. Okay, we burned off our shields. Done and done. More HP. Double perks. Oh, let them go past my shields there. Nope. 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 They got my life. Got a little too crazy there. Come on, where is this perk? Oh, giant killer. We can take the movement speed. We'll take it. Removes it from the pool. Take this, removes it from the pool. Take the damage reduction. Take the heal. Take the poison dagger. Yeah, might as well. Good enough. That was the easy choice. Black coin or just equipment and glitter. We'll go do mystery again. All right. Every time we kill an enemy, it throws daggers at every other poisoned enemy, so it gets a little crazy on screen. All right. Do I take lives, cause more harm? I sacrifice my shields to gain more health, and then because of the rank 10 in Guardian. So if you look at my rank 4, when an armor plate's destroyed, I permanently gain 10 health. So out of the max of 1,000 I can get, I've gotten 540 total. And then if you look down at the bottom at rank 10, I've gained 15% of my max health is attack damage. So the more health I farm up, the higher my attack damage goes. Then once we get the Mythic and Assassin, we can start getting abilities from like the Mage Tree and stuff that'll do the same, but for ability power. Oh, I think we broke him. Yep. So each time we break our shield, we get 10 HP, and out of that 10 HP, we get like... I mean, it's a small amount for each time. But at 1,000, once we hit the 1,000, we've added 150 attack damage. Do I have a favorite character? I really like Draskell, but he's definitely not the strongest character. The strongest character is definitely Ironhorn. Ironhorn just has so many iframes, so it makes him... He has more time for invulnerability. No, this is... No, Ironhorn's the strongest. Draskell here is my favorite. In theory, Draskell can do more damage because Draskell has a perk that deals an extra 50% damage if he's standing behind his target. But in reality, Ironhorn can go much further in the game. There it is. All right. Critical machine. For each poison stack on enemies gain 20% critical strike damage. We can start branching out now. We will be an absolute menace for the boss with this. Druid's fine. Let's take Owl Beast for now, since we don't have anything in ability power yet. Now we really want slot machines. We'll take the ability power. Oh, I got burned. Oh yeah, I want to get burned. That's fine. Also fine. Let's take whatever we can get now. We want to get our rank 4s online in as many things as possible. Rank 4 gives us a bunch of stat increases. Yeah, that's great. When an armor plate's destroyed, root. Okay, so now we've got rank 4 here, so when we clear an arena, we'll get attack damage and ability power. We don't have rank 4 there or there yet. Okay. Black coin is more useful for us now. Now that we can take advantage of the slot machines better. Now we can actually do some buying here if we get the health for perks too. That's fine. That's fine too. When you're blessed, you shock nearby enemies is good. That's rank 4. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Onto the smuggler. So one interesting thing that a lot of people miss about the game, and I was talking a little bit about it earlier, is that, well, first of all, this is a bug, but you can do this. So this is worth 1,250. This is worth 2,500. And for some reason they combine. I don't know, but you can do it. But what I was saying earlier, oh, now I got to make a tough choice. Our crit chance is only 30%. We go to the mini boss. With each character having a different class specialty, like Ironhorn, you want to go Guardian, then usually Warrior, or you start leaning into the mage type stuff to build AP on them, because most people don't realize that all the skills scale better off AP. The only thing that scales off of attack damage is your regular attack and your ultimate, and it scales the same with attack power as it does attack damage. And you can get your ability power much higher than your attack damage because ability power comes in like 25 at a time, whereas attack damage gives you 5. So it's foolish not to build ability power, except for like early game stuff and the extra damage you get from Guardian. Oh, I need that. Yeah, for sure. Give me that. We'll grab the ability power. Black coin and movement speed. Yes. Our problem with the going with perks right now is that we're so locked into assassin. It's almost guaranteed to give us the assassin as our first choice, and then we'll have to spend a lot of rerolls trying to get something we actually need. Where are we at on? $650 out of 1,000. We've got the bandages. We want health for perks. Yeah, see, assassin's always going to come up. Take it. Dash roots or dash grants movement speed. There's a chest. Anything down here? Nope. Ooh. I want the attack speed. We don't have... We've only got 10% increase in attack speed. This is a tough room, though. We're not going to worry about trying to get our shields to pop here. Okay. Burn a bandage. Oh. Look for some stats, maybe. Right now, our ability power is only 211. Our attack damage is only 698. Okay. Got through that one all right. We could get our rank 6 here, though. That's huge. Offense gains 10% of max health as damage, and we'll do... We'll do Entangle, just because we're running the Goliath ring, and we deal extra damage to rooted enemies. We really need some mage skills that give us chilling. So that's got to be top priority. We deal 50% extra damage to chilled enemies as well. That works. Can we get both? We can get both. Good. Okay. Good move coming to the shop. So now we have a 13% chance to shoot a chilling missile on top of the actual perks benefit itself. We can do a quick damage check here. But I don't think it's anything crazy yet. It's about 600,000, 700,000. $780 out of 1,000. Oh, enemies. We'll see how this goes. We've got better room clear capabilities right now than we do single target. Well, no, that's not true. Because we have that mythic perk. I don't care about those. Let's just use this. This is really where the boss starts getting a little bit difficult, so we'll see. We'll see if we're up to par. Oh, I got too close too fast. Clear myself a path. Oh. Okay. All right. All you need is 1 HP. The rest is just bonus. Technically, I have a video out there where I did like most of a map with 0 HP. So technically, you don't need any HP. I was well into the negatives for a while. We'll grab that. We'll grab that. We need mage. We need to get things like Pyro Slapper. Yeah, so you can actually bug out the HP in the game if you get enough temporary HP bonuses like what you do with rank 6 here. While enraged, gain 20% max health. And then if you take enough damage and then they fall off, it'll actually take you below 0. It's not bad to finish out Druid, though. That's fantastic, actually. The 5 attack damage is not worth it. What is our crit damage looking like these days? 476. Okay. I'm sure they'll fix that at some point. Eventually they will. I mean, I wasn't sure what to do. I wasn't sure if I was 1 hit away from death, or I should have took the black coin. I screwed up there. 1 hit away from death, or if I was immortal. And then I used a bandage, nothing happened. Used another bandage, nothing happened. I used like 3 bandages and then had to buy a true heal at a shop to get health back. So I was well below 0. We need ability power scaling soon. We're gonna have to reroll here. Well, no, we're not. Give me some mage stuff. Won't turn it down. Won't turn it down. Big boy would be nice too. Healing is a chance to shoot a curse bolt. That's fine. Oh. Give me mage. Give me mage. Don't. We'll take Guardian and see if we can find Big Boy. Oh, this works. This will give us 1 in mage. Okay. Now we can scale some ability power that way. Oh, we've almost maxed out our health, except for the bonuses we get from Warlock. Okay, we're on our way. I don't want to deal with exploding enemies. Okay, now we should have the full HP benefit from Guardian. Hmm. We want Cold Command. Taunted enemies are now chilled. That means anything that's taunted also takes 50% extra damage. Crit chance. Doesn't even matter the other one's health. $426 on Black Coin, huh? $756. Okay. Or 656, 756. Pyro Slapper. Okay. We got buff. The furthest stage I reached, I don't remember which one it was. It was 160 something, maybe. This should be huge for us. 457 and 947. It was like almost 2 billion damage, like 1.96 million damage total, and I was dealing about 10 million damage per hit as my highest single hit. With Draskell. But I had a little bit better loadout with mythic perks So we're a little bit behind where I was on that. Maybe we could get lucky. This is good too. Ideally, we would be doing a lot of burn and chill. That's crit damage. Give me that. That's a mage. We'll go for that in a second. Oh, that's really good. Attack against cursed enemies grants max health. Max health is now both attack damage and ability power, so that's just a win all around. What do we want? We have to take you. That's fantastic too. We're only at 7, but that puts us at 8, so we get 150 ability power from that. Then we get a bunch of ability power from the perks. So now we're at 1404. Another warlock would put us at 6. We're playing catch up. 1 summoning a minion reduced defense cooldown is fine. I don't know that there's much left in the assassin tree we care about. I guess there's a lot of duos. 50% though. That would leave us 2 bandages. I think we bounce. Our damage doesn't really kick off until we get a bunch of poison on people. Blessed attack has a chance to bless you is good. This is one that doesn't go great with Draskell. We're already at, there's no point. So we're not going to take it. It just, well, I mean, we could show you. I guess it doesn't hurt anything. I want the attack speed. Our attack speed is still lacking. If we want to get our DPS up, we need the attack speed. Got stuck. Oh. Problem with perks is it's going to give me Assassin and Druid. We'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot. I'm gonna regret it, but we'll give it a shot. There's a mythic. There we go. Ironhorn's Guard Fist. All right. With a special roll. What do we got on health? That's fantastic. Better defensive cooldown, better taunt damage, fury damage bonus, more health. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to swap them out right now just because mine has a perk rarity increase, but other than that, they're better than mine for sure. We'll go Druid for the chance at that mythic. No such luck. Burning Frenzy is really good for building up Pyro Slapper. We need one more in Mage to gain a big jump to our ability power. Could buy like one perk at the shop. We just need to start hitting things and spreading poison around. And once we've done that, we're good. Then something dies and everything explodes. I know there's a chest up there, but it's a locked one. I don't want to use my key on it. Send you back. I guess I didn't even realize I picked that up. Let's take a stack up here like this. Mini boss is a little too scary at this point. We want to keep progressing. Probably about time to start avoiding them. Okay. If you could make one feature improvement to the game to make it better in your eyes, aside from more content, what would it be? Oh, that's a tough one. If I'm making just one, huh? Let's think. I mean, I think there's a couple easy layups there. I obviously, you know, enemy scaling with multiplayer and 4-person co-op instead of 3-person, which is a weird number to begin with. Show the whole map. Oh, you mean like what rooms you're going through? Kind of like a, did I not grab Pyro Slapper before? I thought I did. So you want to see like a branching path kind of deal? A map that shows you this chamber, this chamber, so on and so forth. I think the thing is that your choices are the same no matter which room you take, though. So it's more like 2 hallways running side by side. It would let you plan it out a little better, though. I'll give you that. If you knew, you know, 2 rooms away from a perk or, you know, 3 rooms away from a shop, so on and so forth. I think the biggest thing it needs is just the hot fixes to some of the abilities and stuff, because I mean, if I run my crit high enough, for whatever reason, it doesn't cap out. It just circles back around, and then I have no idea what my crit chance actually is. It did the same with me on crit damage. Once I got it over 800 base, it starts falling back to 750. I think with the fixes, it's going to do a lot for the game. But if I were going to add anything, I just want to see more characters at this point. Because these are the same 4 characters that were in the demo. So it's not like I see 12 character slots and I get my hopes up and I'm like, these are the same 4 we've had though. So what are they really going to give us? If that makes sense. Yeah, the 3-person versus 4-person co-op thing. I think that's a bigger deal than a lot of people give it credit for, because a lot of people are already used to running 4-person co-op. So they have groups of people that play games. Like you said, you're a 4-person group. So out of the blue, you encounter a game that's like, no, you can only do 3. And then you have to play odd man out. We'll hang on to that bandage. I don't know how this one's going to go. Maybe if we're lucky, we can break him again. Oh. Stuck in there way too long. The problem is around this stage, you start dealing enough damage that he gets a little laggy when you're hitting him. It's much harder after level 100. He's basically like freezing and juddering, and you can't predict the attack pattern coming. Bandage is not going to save me. It did nothing. I was at 0 HP again. Yep, 0 HP. I don't know who you're chasing over here. Keep it up. Nope. Yeah. I got stuck between the fire wave and him. And I was going to be out of dashes, I knew. Pretty good. Most damage dealt in a single hit, 2.2 million. Damage dealt, 170 million. Yeah, if I could have got him more to the center and got him spinning again, I probably could have got behind him and got enough damage done. Laughing John, you're here. Didn't you did you see my messages? You won one of the mythic giveaways. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'll get to your email here when I'm off then. All right, let's see. These are technically better, so we're just gonna wait. Yeah. We're gonna run those. Stick these down here. I want to do at least one more run. This time we'll just go back and forth between the stages and see how many mythics we can farm, since you get a little bit more by doing continue than you do just flat out looping. Okay. Let me do a quick little bit of management here. We'll toss those over to, just toss that over. Switch to our looter bee. So our bee has a sell everything I've left on the floor button. Yeah, that could work. What I'd really, really, really love to see, honestly, is if I came here, there was just an organize button and it just sorted everything. I think that's one of my most sought after features. The hazmat suit's cool. We got a couple. Gloves, nothing special. Nothing special. Oops. We'll do one more around here. Max shock damage roll. Black coin bonus. Okay. And then we need some rerolls. Improvement would for sure be item stack when put in stash, so you don't have to... Yeah. There's no way to split right now. I'm kind of glad you can't split a little bit, just because the bug for the like trophies and stuff is there, and you could theoretically just make ridiculous amounts of money doing that. But it's definitely something that needs to be added once that's addressed. The thing that has me a little dismayed is a lot of this stuff is stuff we asked for from the demo too. Like stacking issues, and some of it did get fixed. Before, how do you stack more than 3? You can't stack more than 3, but if you take like the plate of food, if you have 1 or 2 plates of food and 1 or 2 trophies, you can add them to the stack of the higher valued item. So like, let me see. I don't think I have any sitting around in here. Yeah, so if you have like the second place trophy and like 2 plates of food, second place trophy's worth like 10,000 scrap. The plate of food's worth like 1,000. So you're basically just making bank off of the bug. I mean, it doesn't break the game or anything. It's not stupidly ridiculous or broken, but it still needs fixed. Let's take 5. We'll take... Let's just throw the rest of what I got at it, huh? Because I don't have a ton anyway. And we'll still do round 1. Yeah, it's fine. We'll still do round 1 at the meat farm, and then we'll just continue and go to the other one. I don't want to deal. You know what? Let's just leave these off. No reason. Not a big enough change. Again, it's PvE, so who are you really ruining it for if you bug abuse a little? Yeah, exactly. I mean, if it was some competitive game, I would get it. But I did it too. I did it earlier when I sent stuff back, just showing people. But I mean, it's obviously not intended to work that way. We're not going to be picky this time. We're just going to grab some points and stuff. That's really good. We'll take chill out too. So I'm not going to go chasing the mythic, which probably means that I'll end up getting it easy. That's usually what happens. When I'm not looking for it for a build, it just shows up. Throw it on offense. There's our crit chance. We would need some Guardian online, though, still. Wouldn't mind an early Pyro Slapper. Gives us a way to keep getting strong when we cross over to the other map. Okay, the game's listening. We'll get Druid. Dash Roots. Das Boot. Now I have the chance you're live. I'd like to say thank you for the vids on YouTube. A buddy of mine tried your full-on gamble move. I play Fire Mage as buff support, and he played Iron. Thereby, we don't hog the perks each one. Yeah, that if you're both playing the same character, it's a lot tougher. Because I did a co-op last night playing Draskell with Jackpot, and he was doing Ironhorn. And I told him, you know, I'm looking for Guardian and Assassin. And obviously our Guardian overlapped, but he had like 2 or 3 classes he wanted. So it was pretty easy for us to get our core builds online that way, because on the slot machine we could just share. So if you go that route, man, it makes things much easier. Saves you a lot of headache. And your builds or your run's only going to be as good as your co-op buddy's run. If your co-op buddy is doing poorly, well, guess what? You're going to have a pretty poor run. So yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate it. And yeah, I just remember you're playing as a team. How far have you guys gotten? We have bandages, right? Yeah. That's fine. Swift reprisals, okay. For sure, we normally let him do all Guardian. I pull. I just need HP for AP to nuke stuff. And I give him crit. We can beat level 100. Nice. That's kind of like the first real challenge. Getting over 100 is rough. I have not made it over 200 yet. That's on my to-do list. Like I was talking earlier, I think I made it to like 160 something is my best run. Oh, that's crit damage. Freezing an enemy causes a chilling explosion is fine by me. What was this one? Movement speed? Sure, we'll see what's behind it. Monk and lightning damage. Sure. I said sure. Oh, okay. Just literally gonna give us more shock damage. Yeah, the one shot after boss froze. I think I saw that vid. It was a part 2 or something. Yeah, if you can freeze the boss. I don't remember what level I got to on my 2 billion damage video. Have to check that one. Oh. We can definitely grab Assassin. But I kind of want to grab Warrior. We had a run earlier. He got Mythic Gloves and I got Mythic Chest Piece. My internet stopped. He kept his stuff. I lost my Mythic and all inventory, even though I switched Mythic to on my body. You mean you lost your equipment you were wearing? Like the stuff you actually had equipped? Okay, I'll hold on to the second place trophy so that I can show you guys what I was talking about earlier with the smaller items going into the larger ones. Yeah, no, that reset to what I was originally wearing. Oh. So at least you kept everything else you were wearing. That's rough. This game is definitely has a few areas that need some help. And it seems like they've put out hot fixes and hot fixes. I think there's been 2 or 3 to try to fix that. There was disconnect issues and everything else, and it just seems like it's never working right. And now that you've said that, we did have that happen to us once. We disconnected, or no. I don't remember if we disconnected or we died, and then the mythic we had gotten in that run disappeared. We can't really blame it too much. All we went in knowing it was early access. Yeah, that's true. And I gotta tell you, it's still much better than it was in the demo. There were all kinds of problems in the demo. But I get it. It sucks. Yeah. True. I was gutted. However, then read your reply that I'd won something, so it's all good. But do wish they could resolve some of these issues. You're right. Yeah. I don't usually take barrier, but we're just going to take it. We'll take monk. Titan's grip is fine. Ability to rejoin network hosts is tough to do securely. Trying to avoid abuse and co-op is tough. Fair point. Oof. And a few short of being able to roll again. Now I can. I'm happy with both of those. Okay, we need to get some Guardian stuff. I don't have any black coins. Right, I keep forgetting I have that freeze on there. Oh, we have not maxed out our basic attack yet. What am I doing? $566, huh? Yeah, I could see there being a lot of ways to... Why did that guy just freeze there? I know why those guys froze. Nope. Oh, oh. No, no, no. Still think they need a hot button bandage. I mean, I know there's plenty of room on like the D-pad on a controller because I am using a controller. And the only thing that does anything is up. Okay. Now we're talking. We take this plate of food. Plate of food's worth $12.50. Second place trophy's worth $5,000. Boom, now we have 2 second place trophies. X-Doll is worth $2,500. Now we have 3 second place trophies. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, we definitely need some regular good old damage right now. We're doing a decent amount of burn. If we could get Pyro Slapper again, that'd be nice. I would like to see Pyro Slapper get a UI update that tells you how many points of attack damage it gets. So you're not just guessing. Feature request, scrap 401k, where I can store my scrap for that sweet, sweet retirement in the future. You still got scrap left over? I feel like I have to do scrap runs like once a day in order to do a decent run. Let's go get the attack speed. Our attack damage is still only 18. Oh, that's nasty. We have none in Guardian. We're gonna start gaining ability power. It's gonna be a weird Draskell run when our skills are dealing damage and our attacks are not. Nope. Nope. It was bad. Ugh. I don't know if we have the damage for the super elite. In fact, I'm betting we probably don't. This is going to be a long fight if we can beat it. These guys are going to keep summoning too. Okay. Take advantage of the 2 and get some some guardian going. Sure. Okay, well, let's go to the shop. We've got some coin we can spend. Fine with those. At least that's some damage. So we've got at least some damage scaling from our shields now. Not much. Move our keys up there. Oh, it definitely feels better already, though. We are rank 4. Okay. Come on. Don't be stingy now. 250 fails in a row. Sure. I've never done it. I avoid barrier because it... Oh, burning ring's good. Oh, enemies. Yeah, Pyro Slapper would be amazing. All right, first boss fight, and then we're going to the next map. It definitely not as much damage as we had in the first one. Come away from the wall. You jerk. Oh. We need more damage. We're probably not going to find it here either. Leveling is a little bit slower here. Not leveling. Getting stronger is a little bit more difficult here. This gives us 10 in mage, though. Authority's good. Take Frostmaster. Oh, what is our ability power at? 252. Pretty low, but having that unlocked is good. Ow. Need armor plates up. We're fine with that. We're fine with that too. You're off? Okay, man. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. This is better. Oh, no, there's no... It's not better here. Black coins aren't as good on this map because there's not as many slot machine opportunities. 180 out of 1,000, huh? Come on. There is definitely a reason this map does not get played as much. It's a bit of a shame because the other, you know, this is the new map from that we didn't have in the demo. It's not as, you can't get as strong here. And the boss and Draskell don't go well together. The fact that you can't get behind the boss takes away his ability to deal extra damage. Oh, I couldn't dodge. We might not have the damage for this boss. Oh, geez. I generally feel the rat boss is the hardest, but that map has an easy mini boss. The other map has an easy boss, but hard mini bosses. Fair. Yeah, I do think this guy's easier than like the candle. I don't think that the duo is too tough. I just think you got to take out the guy that bleeds first. Burning Frenzy's good. True heal. Take the damage reduction too, actually. Hmm. Hmm. 50% dodge chance, or 30% dodge chance below 50% health is actually quite a bit. We're really going to need to find like Big Boy or something like that, though. The duo bosses, I tend to kill both at the same time to avoid the other one getting the buff and growing. It's harder. It doesn't always work. Yeah, if I can, I do. But most of the time, it's not as easy as you would think because they're going to run across the map. Man, that guy was like permafroze. We can't do regenerators vampiric. We don't have the damage. Which probably puts us in a bad spot for this boss. Yeah, okay. I forget about the swing around. Need to spend more time working on that map. Or do 2 runs on the other map before I go over. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Been here 2.5 hours. That's pretty good amount of time. Thank everyone for stopping out. Laughing John, I will check your email. I'll get in touch with you. Some other people were asking about sparing some legendaries. Who was that? Gamerson 7466. You still here? Thanks for stream, my guy. Have a good day. You too, man. Have a good one. Nice stream. Thanks. Yep. Thanks, No Rush, though. Appreciate all your efforts into making these videos. Yeah, I love making these videos. It's fun. I really like doing the live streams because I get to interact with you guys. It's a lot more fun than doing a video by myself where I'm just talking at a screen. All right, it doesn't look like they're still here. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. Like, comment, subscribe, throw the stream a like, you know, because I post it to my YouTube after this. Thanks for watching, and like always, we appreciate you.